To this live. Please chat, let me know if you're here. I will give some time for anyone to join this live. Today we're going to build a computer vision agent. What is an agent? We're going to build a system from scratch from scratch. I have already something that will allow you to build computer vision workflows completely without any code. So the field is changing quite a lot in the last 2 years, but especially in the last year and 6 months, where before, if you wanted to build a computer vision system, you needed to use code where you would code it in Python, C++, C#, and so on, or even JavaScript. There are JavaScript on the browser to run computer vision there. Now the field is changing and evolving very fast. Developers, companies are more and more interested in deploying the solution as fast as possible. And so that's what we are going today. Today we will build a system that, a platform more than a system, a platform that will allow you, developer, company, student, anyone that want to build a computer vision system to do that exactly by yourself without writing any code, and also very fast. Before I go further with the live, please chat, let me know if you are if you can hear me, and just let me know where are you connecting from. I'll be very curious to see which countries we have today in the chat. And slowly I'm going to start with the vibe coding right away. In the meantime, let me also, loud and clear from Australia, great, Draosi, great to have someone following from Australia right now. I'm curious, what time is it for you, Draosi? Because it's the Australia, for me, it's a very hard time zone. When I have to connect with someone from Australia, I have always hard time to find a match from Europe. Hi, Victor. Welcome to the live, Victor Vargas. Let me share also, before we go right to the live, something that I've just launched this week. Exactly on Monday, I launched my own software, which is called VisoLabel. It's a software to annotate, train, deploy computer vision models all on your machine. Victor Vargas, when you will release the software? Okay, cool. I see. Nice. There is some interesting questions for this. I'm working on it for this version of Linux. So far, VisoLabel is available for Windows and Mac, as you can see from the download section. Linux, I expect to be released before end of June. So next 11 days, I will be already working from this and next week. So by the end of June, it will be released, so you can expect to have an installer. If you are subscribed already to the list, you will receive a notification when Linux is available. If not, just go here on account, just log in here with your email, and so you will be subscribed, and I will notify you in case you want to be notified. You just put your email, you confirm your email with the code, and you will receive a notification. So Linux before the end of June. Keep in mind, for anyone that has been using the software, if you found any type of bugs, or if you want features, inside the account section there is a way to contact me directly, so that I will get your feedback, because there is a beta release. I've just launched this on Monday. I've tested this quite a lot. I'm getting already feedback from the users, and there are some minor bugs, some feature that users want to add, so I'm actively developing this one. So be sure, if you have problems, question, I'm there. Just contact me and everything will be sorted out. For anyone that doesn't know VisoLabel, this is going to be a game changer. This is something huge that I've been planning to build for a few years, and finally I managed to build this and launch it this week, because it's one of the first local software that allows you to annotate and train all on your machine. And I will say it's one of the easiest. I will say it's the easiest, but I'm biased to say this because it's my software. It's one of the easiest to get this workflow very simple with a great user experience. What can you do with this software? You can get your raw data. You can annotate the data with AI. I will quickly show you that. And then you can train and create your own model. You can create your own model. That's huge. With the software, you can create your AI model to detect and segment anything you want. And in this live, now I'm starting to work on the deploying of this software. So there is the deploy. It's an agent that will come soon. So I'm going to build this agent live, and whenever it's ready, you will be able to use it. Let's see the chat. Mentioning that name brought back some childhood memories watching the movie Rising Victor Vargas. Cool. Okay. Let's now go and I will quickly show you VisoLabel, and then we jump right away into the building the AI Vision Agent. In the meantime, we let people come to the live. When you enter into VisoLabel, you can create your own project. So it will be empty. You select new project. Here you type whatever it's your project about. Let's say it's about blood cell. And then you have three things that you can choose. The project type, we have object detection if the goal is to detect only the position of objects, so to give a bounding box. Classification if you don't care about the position of the objects, but you want just to say what's inside there without drawing any bounding boxes. Or the most advanced if you want the exact polygon. So bounding boxes normally are used if you want to track objects, like some example, it's object counting, object inspection. You can just detect and follow them. Vehicle traffic monitoring, where you have to follow the vehicles, identify and track the vehicles. Classification is more about content moderation, to say, okay, this is not a good image, this is okay. And then segmentation if you want something more advanced, if you want to measure some objects, if you care about the shape of the objects and all these kind of things. And then you click OK and you create your project. Now I have here some project, blood cell. You need to have a data set, that's mandatory. So you need to import your own images. For example, here I have 259 images of blood cells. Let's say that we want to build a model to identify blood cells. So what we normally have to do now, we have to annotate each single blood cell. It means draw a segment. So we take the blood cell like this, and we draw the segment around each one of them. And you know how complex this can be and how long it will take to do something like this. It's a very, very, very long operation. So we have two tools that we can use. One is the AI assisted annotation. There is this one right here on top, which is AI assisted annotation with SAM2. We use the SAM2 model. What does this do? It's assisting you. It's assisting you. You go on the specific element, you click, and you have now the polygon. Now let me give a different color, not to mix these. Let's pick, yeah, this is something I have to fix. I changed the color, it doesn't change right away. Let me see. Okay, now it's changing it. So you see, we have to do this for everything. And then the next one, the next one, the next one, and so on. But what's the cool thing about this software? That I integrated the auto annotator with SAM3. This is it. and we can just type what do we want to detect. So we want to detect the cell. We just type, and then we run this, and that's it. We have here detected the cell right away without doing anything. So we're using this amazing model that has been released by Meta a few months ago, and with this we can annotate our data set. Like this, we do the same right here, cell, run, and you see it's detecting the blood cell on each image, and we can do this operation for the entire dataset. So we say all the images in the dataset, and we run this one right away. And we let it run. It will take maybe a couple of minutes, and this depends on the graphic card that you have. By the way, chat, if you have any questions while I'm explaining this, let me know. If you have any question, why would we do this? So depending on your knowledge and level about computer vision, about software, feel free to ask anything. There is no bad questions whatsoever. And I'm going to put the glasses. So these are the glasses for the blue light. I use them usually when I work to rest the eyes. They're just good. They just don't do anything but filter the blue light. Yeah, they are pretty decently clean, so I can see. And I've been developing this software. Part of the software, I've been developing it live. If any of you were live when I started this, it was around 5 months ago when I started this. I started developing this software in January, and after quite a lot of work, I have to say, I spent a huge time on this software. Daily time, Monday to Saturday, was focused mostly on this software, and finally here it is, and I'm happy to share it with you. Hi, Mohamed. Welcome from Egypt. Welcome to the live. Okay, we're here at 70% of auto annotation. This one works on any machine, whether you have the graphic card or you don't have graphic card. What's the difference? If you have a graphic card, the auto annotation will work in a fraction of a second. Like in this case, it's a bit more than 1 per second. If you don't have a graphic card, it will take much longer. It can take, depending on the power of your computer, from 15 to even 1 minute, 15 seconds to 1 minute. So 1 minute if you have a very old computer with low memory. So I will say 30 seconds on average on the CPU. So let's approve the entire data set. What's the setup to run? Okay, yes, I was mentioning a bit about the setup. I have a graphic card, NVIDIA RTX 4090. I have a graphic card, a good graphic card with 24 gigabyte of memory. In general, yeah, you can use any machine, so don't worry. Just it will be different the speed. Hi, Zebulon. Welcome to the live. You are how to call you were also in the previous lives. You are I cannot get the English word, like someone that's constantly on the live. A regular. Okay, you are a regular. Nice to see you in this live. We have our dataset annotated. You can augment the dataset when we want to increase the accuracy. We can create augmented dataset right here, and we can rotate the images, flip the images, add brightness. So there are many different augmentation settings here that we can implement. Also, if you need some very advanced detection and you need accuracy, a good approach is to split the image into tiles. So there is also that option here right in the software. You can choose how many tiles you want, so how many rows, how many columns. So you can use the model, train the model on this fraction of the images, and then you can do the same when you're running the model for inference so that you can get a very high accuracy. So if any of you has a model that's not performing well, either you get many false positives or many false negatives, this is the way to go. Augmentation is split into tiles. Your live are good. Congratulations about your software. Thank you, Zebulon. Thank you very much. I remember that you were here since the beginning of time when I was working on this. Beginning of time, it was January, and now it's out. It's out there. It's available for just download and use for now Windows and Mac, and soon Linux. Before end of June also, Linux is going to be available. We can train this. So we can train the model. Now I can leave it training while we do work on the rest so that we can play around later with this model. So let's go instance segmentation, task type. I'm going to use the medium model. Let's do just a few epochs to play around. And we can train it. I can train it locally because I have a good graphic card. If you don't have a graphic card, there is the option to train in Colab right here. Just this software, just to remember, there is a great discount launch for founder members, $69 a year. So it's like less than $7 per month for this software, and you get all of this included: unlimited projects, AI-assisted annotation, image and video labeling, full dataset export, unlimited AI auto annotation, local training, cloud training via Google Colab. The no-code project that I'm going to be running now live, it will be included in this. Whenever it's ready, you will be able to download it. Priority support and the models that are available in this software will be, you can use this for commercial use. If you want to just to try it out and test it, just you have a limited free option. You can download it, you can do the annotation. You will have limited options for the auto annotation, training, and everything later right here. And now while this is training, okay, I forgot to run the training. So train locally. Now this will be training. While this is training, I'm going to build the AI vision agent. So this is the key that we want. This is what we want to really build today. Let me switch from the other side because we need this for our chat. What's the idea about the agent? The idea that I have about the agent is to have a full workflow where we start from the input, the video input, image or video, till the output. So we take the image, we do some elaboration, whether it's detection, tracking, and so on, and then we display everything on the screen. And we can build a full computer vision workflow just like this. How to do that? So this is the version that I have so far. Let's now try to test this one that we have so far. So we have the input. The input can be camera, a video file, image or video file. Let's select camera. Let's select camera, OpenCV source. We can say 0. I have one webcam and one camera, so let's see. I don't know which one is connected. And then we just display this live preview. Okay, let's run this one. Let's see how it works. It's very slow now because it's heavy or anything, but There is some problem with OpenCV and what is OpenCV and the webcam. Somehow, sometimes there is something that slows down everything. I'm not even sure it's working now, to be honest. So let's try to change the source. It's actually got stuck, so we might need to restart this again. Okay, I will restart this again and I will put camera 1. So also for this software, my idea is to release a free version, basic version for anyone to use, and then a more advanced version with more features, support, which will be on a monthly or yearly fee. Oh, by the way, if you already have VisualLabel, this will be included. So you will have also this included. I don't want to charge again a second time when this is released. So I'm giving this also in this founder promotion. Input, okay, let's use camera 1. Let's see if it runs. If now camera it's too slow, I can use some video. I can take some video from Pexels, maybe Pexels. I use this usually. I like to use this to get image and samples, especially because of, I use it when I have to display them for copyright reasons. I need to use sources that allow me to do that. Input frame could not be read. I'm not sure what's wrong with the webcam. Unable to open camera source 2, then it must be source 0. It's just very slow. Just very slow in the meantime. So we try to open the camera 2, and in the meantime, I'm going to get some video, but something that I can also test. So let me see this one. Looks fine. It looks fine, but it's vertical. Okay, who cares? Like, it's fine even if it's vertical. Let's download this one, full HD. Oh, let's download HD resolution, download selected size. We put this into this software. So let's now the software, it's called Viso Agent. I might change the name later. So I create here demo. Aha, now it's loading the camera. Why it took ages to load the webcam? Yeah, this basic workflow is working. So input is the camera, and then we have the output, and it's working. So you see, that's why I created a very basic, simple workflow now, just with no code. I wish I could fix this bug with the camera to open much faster. Let's see if I can fix this, because it would be very nice to test it live with the camera instead of using the videos. So anyway, I add the video, so demo, download here. I have the video that I've just downloaded, and I put this in this demo section right here. I will try now to ask and try to fix this. There is some bug when I load the camera. I have Logitech C922 Pro is very slow. So I'm giving some details because I know them. So I know that on Windows there was such problem on Windows. I don't know if they solved it because they released also OpenCV 5 just a week ago. OpenCV 5. I haven't tried it. I haven't had the time to test it yet. They claim it's the biggest OpenCV release ever, and this is something, of course, huge if they claim that. Maybe by upgrading to OpenCV. Yeah, because here the OpenCV Python is stuck on this one 4.10. Main core for the CV2 video capture call. The problem is in main, not directly in the app, camera sources are open with CV2 video capture source, and Logitech webcam are a common case where CapMSF is very slow. Okay, exactly as I suspect. So there is something that's very slow. So I hope that there is another backend to load the camera. It would be nice that we just click and it runs that away. So this is quite a high priority. Also, just to mention some of my ideas are to now to add the node connection manually. So if we want segmentation, we add the node, we connect this to segmentation, segmentation to live preview. But also, it would be nice to have a chat on the side, on the right side, sort of an agent, because it's an agent, where we just ask, okay, create this workflow for me. That is going to be very cool. And I imagine colleagues completed the task. I imagine that this will be very useful because it will integrate already all the up-to-date computer vision libraries, and this is going to speed up definitely the process. If you want to vibe code something, vibe coding, it's nice, you can do anything you want, but it takes time, lot of iteration. The idea is that you get software useful and working right away. So I did not open a physical webcam. Let's see if the problem has been solved. So why I don't have the place? Let's run the app. We have this workflow and we have camera. It was camera 1 if I'm not wrong. Let's run it. Wow, okay, it's working. It's working and the camera is running. So this is now the webcam I have. It's lagging a bit. Okay, but it's decent so far, even if it's lagging. Let's now... Okay, let's now commit this change. Actually, I didn't have even this connected to GitHub. So let's GitHub, let's push this to GitHub. Let's publish this to GitHub. From where? Share project on GitHub. I will call it Viso Agent. And let's share this project so that I can commit now the changes. Okay, this is the first commit. Let's add this to my GitHub. Okay, I have to log in. Let's do that. Is it logged in already? Probably. Okay, it was logged in. Nice. Nice, nice. Chat, look how amazing this is. I will show you now how amazing an agent will be, and this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of this version. So input, object segmentation, we connect the input to segmentation. I'm going to use the RFDet small model. I hope that I have enough memory on my graphic card now, because I'm also training in the meantime a model with visual label. So let's hope that it will be enough memory. Let me actually check Task Manager. And let's check the performance. So my GPU RTX 4090. Wow, I don't have memory, so I will have to stop the training to do anything now. Well, I guess that's how it is. We're using the GPU pretty much to the maximum with the memory because of the training. Let me see at what stage it is. Oh, it's Epoch 2. It's the accuracy, it's quite good. I was training because I wanted to show you the demo with the blood cells, but I need to use the graphic card, so I need to stop the training now. So let me interrupt the training. Let me close it. Okay, now dedicated GPU memory is everything is free, so I can finally use it. Object segmentation, live preview, and let's run this one. Why inference on CPU? Okay, I forgot, I need to install the GPU. It's inference on CPU. How to... Okay, let me fix a few things. 3. Okay, it's working, but it's on CPU, so you see it's very slow. Very slow. Isn't this amazing that I built this with just in no time? I just connected 3 things and I have this running. So this is going to be an app that you install with an installer, and you can just do this like this. Let me close it. Let's... I want to install the GPU support. So I want to install GPU with CUDA, the latest version. Okay, on a new chat. So I want to install GPU with CUDA, latest version of this. Let's run this one. Device CPU, okay, there is no choice here, so because it's not installed. Do you guys have any experience with no code? I'm curious if you in the chat are using any sort of no code. The most popular it's N8N, very popular and well known for automation, but we have Zapier, like the older companies, Make.com. So Make and Zapier, they are cloud solutions. N8N is open source, part is open source and part is also cloud enterprise solution. So N8N is the most popular. I don't use it personally because I don't have anything that I really need with no code for automation in that sense, but I know how useful it is and I know how useful this will be also for computer vision. Especially now there are companies that offer no-code solutions, so there are a few enterprise companies that give you these options, but I don't know anything that it's very easy to install, to use, and to access locally. I don't know anything like that. That's why I'm building it. And same was for Visual Label. There are few good cloud solutions to annotate online, but all the local solutions were not very easy to use, and that's why I created Visual Label. And it's getting so much traction, so much interest that I'm very excited about this. So I see that there is the need, and I see that you want stuff like this, and so I'm just adding more. I'm keep building things that will be useful. The current requirements has no explicit torch line. Exactly, that's why it's not working with the GPU. This repo has already script installed GPU, and it's default to CUDA 12.8, which matches the current PyTorch latest. I'm not sure if it's the latest. Torch.org. And I don't know if you... What is this? Is this PyTorch? No. What is this? PyTorch. PyTorch.org, not torch.org. Oh, yeah, I was saying that it's important to have the latest library. Already some of the users that have been using Visual Label, they mentioned that it wasn't working because they have the latest NVIDIA RTX 5090, and this card works because of the architecture only with the latest PyTorch version. So it's very important to keep always up to date the software with CUDA. Well, Codex say that the CUDA 12.8 is the latest. Actually, it's 13.2. CUDA is now available on the RTX 4090 with Torch 2.11. I'm removing the two stale pip uninstalled folders. So now we have... I want to have the latest version. I want 13.2. If it works right away. So first I will try if this works is already a step, but then I want the latest version for everything that I mentioned to you. Okay, Codex completed the task. So let's run this one. So let's run the app. We have the same workflow as before. It's not mentioning. Okay, it didn't install probably the GPU. Let me see. We have the GPU. Nice. Let's try. Let's try and see if it works. Let's try to see if it's fast as I expect this to be. Okay, now it's using the GPU. Now it's using the GPU. That's what we need. So I can already say this is quite good. Commit install GPU support, which is great. So let's save these changes, and now okay, let's use always the same account as default. Now I want no, I want the latest version. No, the CUDA 12.8 is not the latest. 13.2 is the latest according to their website. Update and install the latest version. I wonder if the CUDA, I wonder if the latest version of CUDA works with older graphic cards. There is also this to take into CUDA Wikipedia. I don't know if I'm looking for the right stuff. So there was on Wikipedia, there was a list where we could see the different architectures. And also which one is supported. So RTX 5090. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I hope that the latest version supports even the older GPUs, because otherwise it's always much more maintenance, and when you have a software that you have to maintain, the lower the maintenance, the better. The files now point to CUDA 13.2. And I'm going also to do the same changes to Visual Label. So if anyone that's watching is using Visual Label, you can expect soon, there will be very soon a new release where I will update the libraries and update some of the bugs that some of you mentioned to me, and also soon going to add some new features. So now it's installed in this, I guess so. On existing installation, successfully installed PyTorch. Yeah, let's wait for the new one. Would be nice also to see the OpenCV 5, but it's maybe a bit premature to use OpenCV 5 now into something that I want to bring to production, because it's too new. I want to have something solid. Chat, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm open to chat, not only about what I'm displaying right here, but if you have any questions or if you want to share anything you're working on, I'm happy to read and chat and to exchange ideas. So it's always very, very useful, very useful. I hopefully for you, but I know that it's useful for me. Thanks to many of you, when I was going live building Visual Label, I got so much feedback about what AI agent to use, what Copilot to use. At the time I was using Claude, Sonnet, and then someone recommended to use Opus. I thought that, I mean, at the time the difference was not so clear as it is now. Okay, we have the latest NVIDIA driver installed, and so let's try this one. So we run this. Could not open this library. Why would I use audio? So that cannot open PyTorch audio. I get this error. I don't need PyTorch audio. I want to remove PyTorch audio from this. Now I'm going to use ChatGPT 5 Codex 5.5 to build all the structure of this, the main structure, and later I'm going to improve the user interface using Claude Opus. That's so far what's worked best in my experience, to build the coding part with ChatGPT Codex, and then user experience always Claude knows best. It's better looking, better user experience than ChatGPT. So it's always a good combo. Input object segmentation live preview. Torch audio is no longer importable and pip check is clean. Nice. We should fix this right now. We should fix this and make it work. RF data is not okay. Now it's making the installation again. So of course it's not installed. Remove torch audio from the environment. I also stop the two running app. Okay, nice. That's maybe why it couldn't remove it. Let's run this one. Now we're using the latest version of CUDA. Okay, it's working pretty well. Chat, if you're new now to the live, I want to just let you know that we are building an AI vision agent platform that will allow you to build any computer vision workflow completely with no code and with the use of agents. That's what we are doing now live today. The one that you are seeing right now, I just built this connecting 3 nodes. Look how easy it is. Let me remove live preview. So input, what's the input? We choose the camera. Live preview, so live preview is the output. So we have input and output. If I run this one, I'm taking the input from the camera and then I'm displaying the camera. That's it. We have the webcam. If I do this, I can add a new node. So I disconnect these two. Let's say that I want detection. Let's say that I do like this. I connect the input, the camera to object detection. I choose a model. Then I connect this to the live preview and I run it. And now we're using the RFDet model to detect anything that it can detect. By default, it can detect 80 different objects, 80 different categories. Now it's loading the model into the NVIDIA graphic card. It might take a few seconds. And now you see, just built it live, like few seconds. What you see, it was built in just a few seconds, less than a minute, and you have this. How amazing is this? Let's say that we want, now it's detecting person, it's detecting the cup, TV, I mean the monitor, the potted plant in the back. We can add also class filter. So right here, we connect detection to class filter and then to live preview. Class filter, let's say that we want to only detect person. We run this. It's not working, okay. Class filter is not working. Let me see, okay, it might be working, but there is something. Use class filter, okay, it's not enabled. Let's run it again. I don't like this, why it's... now it's working. Class filter and everything just built so easily, so fast. I see a few new members are joining now the live chat. Let me know where are you watching from. For now, we have a few countries. We have Australia, some other member that didn't mention. Egypt, France. What other countries do we have? I'm streaming now from Bulgaria. It's pretty good so far. Now I will start tweaking what I don't like. So I need, right away, I want to tweak a bit the user experience. For example, if we have the class filters right here, I don't want the live preview to say use class filter. Of course, we want to use class filter if they are in the nodes. So I don't want in the live preview right. Okay, in live preview inspector, I want to remove the option check the option class as filter if class is in the nodes be activated. So I'm fixing now a bit the user experience. That's what's necessary now. So when we run this workflow, we're getting this. We're filtering. Okay, we want to detect all the people. We can say class filter person and TV. I wonder if I can fix this in real time. I don't know if it's a good idea. Probably it can, but it will be a bit complex. So if we say person and TV, okay, you see now person and TV, it's also enabled. And one thing that will be important also to figure out slowly will be how to make the nodes very easy to understand. Because now there are just a few nodes, but later when I will start adding a lot of new stuff, then it might be a bit overwhelming. Though there will be the agent on the side to do that. I'm not sure if I should integrate the agent already. It will be nice, but I'm not sure I want it already. But if we are new to the live, just to mention, this one the software, whenever is ready, it will be available as a downloader, as an installer, X for Windows, DMG for Mac, and then for Linux. Now I forgot the format, but then also installer for Linux. So just keep following the lives, and you will be notified. I will post also on YouTube. I will make some posts when some version of this software is ready. And this is going to be a game changer, I promise. This is if you work with computer vision, either if you have a company where you want to implement computer vision, or if you're a developer and you want to implement computer vision with clients, even if you don't know much about computer vision, because this software will have it will have integrated the entire framework, and you just need to build a workflow. And if I think all the clients that I had so far, since I'm working with clients, so I got my first computer vision client around 2018 or 2019. All the system that I built with lot of work, lot of code, they can be replaced with these templates. So now it will be more about having templates for the no-code workflows. Let's now run this again. So I'm applying some changes. We have the live preview, class filter. Now let's run this. So much can be replaced by this. Simple no code workflows. Okay, now the live preview can work pretty well. Chat, if you think that there are some features that you want into this, just let me know. Especially if you have some idea of something you're working, because we will be shaping this together. Thank you anyway. By the way, I see that some of you are sending some heart through the chat. I cannot see the name, it doesn't show, but thank you for anyone doing that. I see your appreciation for this. And now I want to think through this a little bit. I want to think what else would be great to have right away. For sure, I could start already working into the exporting. So I could either start working already with generating an X file. So all the installation process, that could be something that will be useful now. Because now the app will be very, very heavy. If I had to compile everything right now into an X file, it will be a few gigabytes. Like, it will be very heavy. I don't want to do that. So I need to find the best workflow to make this be easy to download and be light at the same time. Something similar I did for Visual Label. So I need to do some sort of sub processes that will allow to do this. And then slowly I will have more priorities. Actually, it would be nice also to have the object tracking. So I think that should be on the top priorities now. So I want to make a list. So in order to have things in place, install GPU support. So let's commit this. I want to add a new file, requested features. So chat, if you have a feature request, I will add it here. To do. What do I want to do? So integrate object tracking. Convert to create executable. for Windows, Mac, Linux. This means heavy AI installation on sub-process. So this one will go before the heavy installation as a sub-process. Then for sure improve UX, which is decent, but improve graphic user interface. More than the experience, the interface, it's not the best, to be honest. Improve the user interface to integrate object tracking, AVI installation, sub-process, create executable. I will now go right away with the object tracking. Object tracking is something very, very important. These one are the keys. Detection, tracking, they are I would say, the most important to have. I want to integrate a new node, object tracking. Give me the latest algorithms. For example, ByteTrack. There was another one. I'm forgetting the names of this algorithm. There are so many. We have bot sort, strong sort, OC sort, bot sort. It was ByteTrack bot sort it's one of the best so far. So let's integrate example ByteTrack bot sort and bot sort. I wonder from where he's going to take this tracking algorithm. I will be very curious. I inspect the feature node and existing node architecture first. And the work trees of pre-existing modification in that. Chat, if you're new now to the live, I want also to remind you that on Monday, the past Monday, so it's already out, Monday 15th of June, I released this software visual label. If you want to train and annotate your data set, if you want to train and have computer vision models created completely on your machine, this software is for you. I guarantee it's super easy to use, super useful. The installation, it's almost one click. So in the Mac, you just drag it and drop the DMG. On Windows, we have a very simple installer. You click next a few times and you have it. It's very light. Of course, it will be heavy if you install later the AI libraries, but that's normal. So you install it and then you can integrate the AI libraries. It will be a few gigabytes for that. And it's on a promotional price. It's a big promotion that I'm making for founder members. This is going to be available only until 22nd of June. So 22nd of June, Monday, this is going to be over. Instead of $69 per year, it's going to become $199 per year, which I guarantee is still a great offer. It's a great price for what you can get from this software. But with $69 per year, you get all of these unlimited projects, AI assisted annotation, image video labeling, dataset export, unlimited AI auto annotation, local training, cloud training via Google Colab, the no code workflow that I'm building now. So everything that you see that I'm building right now, when I'm rolling out this one, you will have access to the pro version also of this one. All for just this price. Priority support, commercial use. So just to let you know that there is a huge deal that I'm launching for founding members, because I've just released this. And so I want to give advantages for anyone to join early, to be in this together. And I'm going to shape the product based on your needs and feature requests, because now it's new. So I'm already collecting feedbacks from the member who joined, collecting feedback. So if there is some bug, I'm going to solve it. If there is some feature request, I'm going to solve it, to add it. For example, a member asked me, and I will thank the member, I don't remember the name, but I will reply. I don't know if you're watching, but I will reply to your email. I will reply to all the emails that you sent me as soon, if I manage later, or but as soon as possible. Thanks for all the feedback that you gave me. Thanks for all the feature requests. They are so useful, and I'm going to implement all of them. One member, okay, now it's visible. It's not open. One member gave me some feedback and feature requests on how to improve the user experience with the labeling, to fix the labeling. So I'm going to do that. Okay, in the meantime, here we have Codex, which is integrated object tracking. Object tracking is essential on many projects. Wow, I'm getting so many nice comments. About Visual Label. Thank you. This is a quantum leap. Can't wait for what's coming next. I'm so happy to read this feedback. Desktop editor now includes the tracking node default symbol. Yeah, I was saying object tracking is so essential to almost any computer vision project, because object tracking gives some sort of memory of what's happening. If you consider computer vision works on videos or cameras real time, but the camera works frame after frame. So what we see as a motion is just a picture after picture, and there is no connection between them. And the object tracking connects the frame. Something that it's very simple for us human to understand, it's still something that computer vision needs to properly figure out. That it does, but it's not so advanced in the tracking as it's advanced on any other things, because we are using LLMs to build software. They're just replacing so much, they're automating so much, and still in with computer vision, the tracking has some hard time understand when there is some occlusion. And new algorithms for sure are coming. And in the meantime, while it's building, I will show you that this is the workflow that we built right now. So I'm using this one. Text F further. What's the ideal way to create a way to detect shoplifting in convenience store? Hybrid architecture? What do you mean hybrid architecture? Can you please specify what you mean with the hybrid architecture? I was just checking convenience store to make sure I understand. So it's a small retail store. Shoplifting, that's shoplifting, it's something quite hard to identify. And I mean, many models doing something in Flow or only one model. Okay, I understand what you, okay, yeah, makes sense. Well, one model, I'm no, that's quite complex. That's quite complex. There, first, to understand how do you define the action of shoplifting, because there is so much occlusion there, and especially if you have a camera, the camera sees like the object in 2 dimensions. So let's say the shoplifting, you are trying to hide something, but if on the camera you have just the object right here and then the object is hidden, you're not trying to steal or anything. I see this quite hard. So I'm not sure I have a real answer for how we'll develop this, because it's a quite complex project. Uh, I see sometimes some demo video, okay, identify shoplifting. They are demo, like, I know that this demo, they don't work. When I see this demo, they want to prove the concept that when you see object detected, and it feels like something hard coded to me, that based on the position of the object, then he said, okay, there is some suspect, something is suspicious there. For sure, so I'm not sure this can really prove that, but at least can raise some alert. That's for sure can be useful. So if there is someone checking the cameras, the system for sure can alert, put like the highlights on that specific person, for example. That could be something that can be done. But I've never worked with this type of project, but it seems quite complex. What's your experience with this? If you don't mind sharing, Tax Evader. Okay. I didn't understand the first nickname. Now I understand. I was Tax EV4, Tax Evader. Nice nickname. Did you? Yeah. How did you? I mean, did you try to build such system, or do you plan to build? I'm curious. What are your thoughts about it? So apps. Let's now close this, and let's see if we have the object tracking implemented. So we run now the app. And on the left, right here, we see that in addition to object segmentation, we also have object tracking. So let's remove the filtering and let's now take object tracking. So object tracking goes after the object detection. We connect object detection to tracking. We connect this to live preview. Tracking, let's use bot sort. Let's see, I'm very curious if this will work like this. So let's just run it. Haha, okay, nice. Okay, person, we have the ID. Pretty interesting, nice. So person is working. So you see, we have object tracking integrated because in the top where you see person right here, we have the ID 1. An ideal object tracking is that I go out, I come back, and I'm still ID 1, which I am. Pretty impressive. So it works It works very well, even with a bit of occlusion. Oh, now I was just testing. Of course, I was out for quite too many frames. Of course, now it lost the ID. So now I'm ID 19, but as long as I stay here, actually, I don't have any experience with a convenience store, and I created a Streamlit with 3 models, YOLO 26 Nano to create bounding boxes, and YOLO 26 to create poses. I understand. Well, there is a lot also about the camera positioning. It's not only about the architecture there. From Alterytics to see. The way you are describing the system, so you have Streamlit, you have 3 models, YOLO 26 Nano to create bounding box, and YOLO 26 Small to create poses. When they detect some suspicion poses, they send to YOLO 26 Medium that was trained with dataset from Alterytics. But I'm not getting good results. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a good architecture to me, that one. It's a complex project, so it's not that you're doing anything wrong, or it's just complex by itself, and there is a lot about camera positioning there. And honestly, there it's also about when you work with YOLO, you're working on frame by frame. The shoplifting act is something that happens on a sequence. So shoplifting should be a more complex system that also includes the action over time. For example, now there might be more new algorithm, but there was this long short-term memory. So an idea will be to use your key points that you get from YOLO, use them into an algorithm that tracks things over time. So you can give this to a long short-term memory algorithm model. And by combining them, so this hybrid approach, you can see there is some suspect movement of the poses. That could be an approach, though you need a lot of data. You need to be sure that the camera positions are good. The system itself, it's complex, so I gave you some ideas. Also, if I was you, I would investigate some of the new vision language model. There are some new models that might describe the action. So there is a lot there to check and test, to be honest. But good for you to try. I mean, like, it's you will already be getting some feedback. Good tips. I will check if I can get better results. Cheers from Brazil. Okay, nice. Welcome, welcome from Brazil in this live. Sure, try that. Let me know when you try. Like, each time, I will be happy to hear about your progress in the next lives. Feel free to share any updates. Okay, object tracking live preview. And now I was mentioning to you, Text Evader, that about vision language models. So now that I mentioned to you, it's something that I want to integrate here as well. So integrate vision VLMS. And here I have already now the right here Viso agent. I have integrated. What am I doing? I'm getting a bit tired now already. Okay, integrated object tracking. Oh, hi, welcome, Cam Umbolo from Netherlands. Happy to see the evolution of this tool. Happy to show you that. I'm talking about now this one, Viso Note. I don't know if you also watch, there is also Viso Label. So there is an extension, let's say, of Viso Label. I have two tools now, one to annotate and train the dataset. It's already available for download, install on Mac, Windows, and soon Linux. This one that I'm building right now will be available soon. Also this one, as soon as I have something ready to work, I will just throw it out with an installer for Windows, Mac, and Linux as well. This is the workflow that we built so far. I will now be more chill, so let me drop my desk and let's keep the rest of the live more chill. Okay, I found this. I'll be lowering the desk and sitting. Amazing, thank you for showing everything and providing a free version for starters. I'm happy that you like that. Let me know if you have any feedback how it's working. By the way, I will share something. So if you're using and you want to share some feedback, let me log in. Let me do something. I don't know if now I can access to the panel. Probably yes, because I want to show you how to interact and leave feedback if you want. I just want to hide my email. Okay, from the software. Okay, someone is already using it. Nice. I'm happy that someone. There is an option from the software when you enter in the panel to. When you enter in your Visio Label account, you can leave feedback right here. So app stops working. Someone already left some feedback. If you have any bug or feature request, that's the place to do that. Because it's, I've been doing testing it quite a lot, but of course there are some bugs because I just released this on Monday, and yeah. Do you think the upcoming Linux version could run on Raspberry Pi? Oh no, I will explain about this. Raspberry Pi. On Raspberry Pi, you can only run. I will make run the no-code workflow. So this part right here, I will have to figure out how to manage with this. But my goal is to run this one on Mac, Windows, Linux, Raspberry Pi, NVIDIA Jetson. This one, the no-code workflow, the agent. So my goal is to make this work. I mean, this is a long-term vision. So I will start rolling out Windows, Mac, Linux as soon as possible. For the no-code, for the agent, yes, that's the goal. For this one, no, because it's just too heavy. So the annotation and training cannot work on Raspberry Pi because it's too too heavy. So you need to have the auto notation installation. So it's 5 GB. It's some very heavy stuff. I mean, 5 GB when you install all the AI libraries, if you have the graphic card. If not, it's not that heavy, but Raspberry Pi, I will say no. Actually, I'm thinking now, if this will run on the Raspberry Pi, you would not have the possibility to use the auto annotation. It will be very limited. But I'm curious, are you interested for annotation and training on the Raspberry Pi or for the no code? Is SUM3 only for annotation? No, actually SUM3 is used for the auto annotation. So this one, I will show you now. Let me find the visual label. So in the software right here, I'm using SUM3 for the annotation. So when we here select what we want to detect, so let's say that we want to detect the cell. For anyone that hasn't been watching this so far, I will remove it. So let's say that we want to make the annotations like this cell. We run this one. It's loading the SUM3 model. Now, the first loading, it's of course it's a bit slow. Once it loads, it is going to detect anything we want in the image. Looking for the cell, and you see the cells are identified. Can we do this also without annotation? So you were asking Text Evader, something is only for auto annotation. No, but normally it's used for auto annotation because it's a very heavy model. If and actually I put SUM3 also in the no code. So if we go with the no code, this what is it? This. So this is the no code. We can put SUM3 here. So let me go object segmentation. I can go with SUM3. Let me remove this. I will show you now. I mean, it will be very slow, but it's very, very impressive, this model. Okay. Thanks for explaining. Looking forward for the no-code tool. Awesome. This will be coming soon. I'm interested in both. Could be cool to use the Raspberry Pi as a security camera that does everything. Okay, in that case, yes. In that case, it's possible to use the Raspberry Pi because the no-code can run there. So you can have a basic workflow input from your CCTV camera, and then here the workflow that you want to implement. Yes, the SUM3 is very accurate and fast. Look at this. I don't know if it runs because I haven't tested so far. SUM3 checkpoint. Okay, let me find where I have SUM3 here. Give me a moment. I should have SUM3 somewhere in the disk. I just don't know where. Okay, this other one. AI models. And then SUM3. Now I'm going to run SUM3 live. So now I put prompt person. It should just from the camera. This one is from the camera. So let's see how this can run. I don't know if it runs now because I'm still working on the software, so it might not be connected, but let's give it a chance. Yes, SUM3, it's Text Evader, as you said, like it's very accurate and very fast. I also was blown away when I saw that. It's a huge game changer for building computer vision software system very fast. It's a huge game changer, this one. Why is why it's not enabled? Why will be? Okay, let's run. It was not enabled. SUM3 meta official is not installed. Okay, it's not installed SUM3. Why I don't have SUM3? Yeah, let me install SUM3 now. So it will be nice to see it in action. Okay, pip from here, pip install -r requirements. So let's install all the requirements. I don't know why it's not installed in SUM3, or is it? Okay, install. Okay, it was not installed. Let me run it now. So we have object segmentation SUM3, concept prompts person. It doesn't work. Sorry, unfortunately, nothing I can do now, probably. So this is something I will probably work also in the next live. So I'm getting, let's try to fix some stuff here. I'm getting this error. By the way, if you are still online, come Umbolo, the Raspberry Pi. On the Raspberry Pi, you should add some AI kit, Raspberry Pi Hilo, to work in real time. Hilo accelerator, something like this. Raspberry Pi Hilo to enable advanced AI capabilities for Raspberry Pi 5. I don't know, let me see from the Raspberry Pi. Okay, Raspberry Pi AI kit. Yeah, if you have the Raspberry Pi plus the AI kit, you can get computer vision running in real time with a very good speed. So if you want to integrate that, you can do that. So as a security camera, it's a great option. I had one guy in the community running production system with the Raspberry Pi with a very high frame rate. So it's a small device, but with the AI kit, it's quite impressive what you can reach. So definitely check this out. And I will, and whenever I will make the Raspberry Pi version, then I will also focus on this. Do you work in a company implement computer vision there, or is it just a hobby? Oh, I don't know if you're asking for me, Taxi Vader, or someone else. I personally I have my own business, so I offer computer vision as a consultation. So I help companies implement computer vision systems, but my biggest passion is building my own things. That's why I have a YouTube channel. Since 2017, I've been sharing already for 9 years tutorials on how to build computer vision stuff. And my biggest passion is building, and I like having my solutions deployed and being used by many members and improve this. So I'm so excited about this software that I launched. I'm so excited about VisoLabel because so fast I see that there have been quite many installations already in just a few days. So my goal is to reach with my software thousands and thousands of computers, of members, but I want the software to be installed on the machines, and I want to make the software very, very easy to use and install. That's what often is lacking in in the market. There are so many open source nice software, but they are so full of stuff, so complex to use. I want things that are easy to implement, easy to use, and they go just straight to the point. That was all my focus when I was building VisoLabel, and now when I'm building now this agent, that's my focus. Okay, let's now run this sum tree in real time. Now this is just a test. I'm doing this test with you in this moment. It's of course not a good idea to use sum tree in production because it's too heavy, it's not efficient. So if now we can get 5 frames per second with sum tree, with a model like YOLO or RFDET, we can get even 200 frames if it's optimized. Workflow running, there is some error. We don't know which error it is. Okay, here we know. User warning. Warnings, I'm getting these warnings. An error, but not specified. Okay, it doesn't specify the error. Let's see. New layer, loading. I have to say I'm happy so far with what I built today. I would like to go live more often, but it's to be honest, it's a bit tiring to be live and work. So streaming and working, the focus is a bit split. So I'm not sure if I can go live every day or like multiple times, but I like the idea of building things live because I'm getting also some good feedback, and I'm happy to chat with you guys. But I'm happy to be back on live after quite some time. So I've been streaming a lot in the beginning, probably a bit January or February. And now I stopped. I was very busy building the software and I couldn't really focus much live, only if I did that only live. But I think I can find some compromise, build some part of the software live, then have some more quiet time. Okay, we are now. We need to test the sum tree. Now we're getting some bug on the sum tree. So I'm giving some refreshing for anyone who's just joining to the live. We're building an AI vision agent platform where you can build computer vision workflows very easily. Now it's a no-code platform. The idea is that I will integrate also a prompt, so a chat. You can chat with this platform and then the nodes will be automatically built. And it's different from, so let's say you can build, if you know what you want, you can build things with Copilot, with Codex, with Claude. But it will be hard to change things or knowing the exact workflow, to have everything optimized to work well. So I want to provide a framework that it's already very optimized with all the installation, with all the libraries, everything that works well, that is efficient. And you can use the Copilot, you can use ChatGPT, you can use the chat just to say what you want, and then once it builds the nodes, you can just see what's the workflow, and then you can edit that based on your preference. That's my idea. And I see quite some potential with this. Like, all in my experience in the last years, building software for clients. So in addition to the consultation, I've been building software. I know that many of the software that I built, they can be replaced with this one. And as you know, building a computer vision software can be quite expensive. If you check the hourly price of engineers, and even if now with AI it's fast, you can get very soon, very easy to a cost of many thousands of dollars. But what if we can replace that with a platform that has a low cost, where you just build a node and the platform it's maintained up to date. So the idea is that this platform, there will be new technology, new algorithms. I'm going to integrate these new algorithms in this platform so that you can have more efficiency, more speed, better models. That's my goal. That's my goal with this, and I'm so excited to do all of this, especially to do all of this live. There is quite some work going on here with the codecs. I wonder if it can spot the ChatGPT, the SUM3 error. That will be cool. Okay, it's still not working, so there is quite some big problem with the SUM3. So let's the Copilot be built. In the meantime, I want again to remind everyone who is joining now that on Monday I release Visual Label, a local tool to annotate, train, and soon deploy computer vision models all on your machine. It's available now for Mac, Windows, and soon for Linux. So I'm going to release the Linux version before the end of June. I'm working on it. It's almost ready. Just wait and will be released. It's very easy to install, very easy to use. And also I made a video. If you want to know how to use it, if you're not sure, I made a video the other day. So PySource, here you go. It's live, of course, I'm live. Okay, this one, I just launched a local computer vision platform. You can watch this video and I show you exactly how to use it, how to install it, what you can get out of it. So it's the latest video that I released so far on PySource. So check that. I just launched a local computer vision platform and you will know exactly how to use it and how to get all the benefits from it. You can annotate, train your own AI vision models. There is a free version. You can test it for free. You can just download it, test it for free. If you find it useful, if you want to get more out of it, it's on a huge promotional price until Monday 22nd. Remember, Monday 22nd, so in just 3-4 days, $69 per year instead of $199 per year. This is a founder price because I just launched this software, so I want to give the possibility to anyone who is joining early to get this huge deal. If you consider it's less than $7 per month, for something that normally if you go with similar solutions, you will pay this price probably per month, $69 instead of per year. And you don't even have the possibility to do this locally. So the solution now will force you to upload data to the cloud. Here, no data goes to the cloud. Good software. Thank you, Taxi Vader. Thanks for the feedback. Anyone who has any feedback, I'm always welcome to get the feedback, fix bugs. So if you have any bugs, if something is not working, don't worry, just send me a message, leave me a comment also on YouTube, and I'm going to fix any bugs that there are with the software. I'm actively working on it, and I'm going to also implement the new feature because this is just the beginning. Thank you. Yes, very cheap for a year fee. Yeah. I decided to make it very cheap for just because I really value anyone who is joining early. So you'll see this is a new software, so it's you will take it if you have trust. There might be some bugs, so I accept that, and we are just shaping it now together. Let's now run this SAM-3 segmentation live. It would be very cool if it works now live. Very cool to see. Okay, you see this one is SAM-3. I'm using SAM-3 now, running live. So I can detect pretty much anything. Let's say if instead of person, let's say detect glasses. You see it's detecting the glasses. Look how amazing this is. It's running live. Of course, it cannot work in production because it's how to say, it's very heavy. So I can get these frames a second because I have a powerful graphic card. But look at this. I can detect anything. Now I'm curious to see what this can run. So let's say ear. Let's see. Let's make it fun. Okay, they know. Okay, the ear. Okay, they know this. This is not. Okay, I can use the threshold. I can increase the threshold and let's see. Okay, let's have some fun. Now, I want to conclude this live by having some fun. So I want to stand out because otherwise I will fall asleep in the chair. Let's conclude this live with some fun and testing SAM-3. So guys, chat, if you're joining live in this moment, we're building computer vision workflow. Actually, I'm building a platform to a computer vision agent so that you can build easily computer vision workflows. And now at the end of this live, I'm just playing a bit. So we created a workflow. I will show you how easily we can create a workflow. So we can have input, object segmentation. Look at this. Then live preview. Can you do a Kiwi accent? What does it mean? Kiwi accent? You mean speaking my accent? Kiwi? Or is about this software? I don't know this. Object segmentation. Object segmentation, we use SAM-3. I have to put again the path. Model, look at this. We can detect anything with SAM3. SAM3.pt. So let's say I want to detect the nose. Let's run this one. This is now just for fun. It means there is no any utility of this. Nose. Kiwi, exactly. Kiwi. Nose, let's see, we can put some common nose, glasses. What else can we detect? Nose, glasses, mouth. Let's run this. Nose, glasses, mouth. Now look at this. I can increase the confidence threshold. Okay, let's put 41%. And this is SAM3 in action. It's pretty amazing what you can do with SAM3. New Zealand Apollo. Can you do a New Zealand accent? I'm not from New Zealand. I don't know actually what's the New Zealand accent. Can you see, chat, how impressive this is? Can you see how impressive? 151. Are you at the beginning of the live? You are from New Zealand? Welcome. Okay, anyway, welcome. Music, all interferences, musical interferences. Nice nickname, musical interferences. Look, chat, how amazing this model is. We are just putting the prompts and we're getting this. There is something that I could probably improve to maybe to also make the changes live without restarting. Let's say also tripod. I have a tripod in the back. You see that there in the back there I have a tripod. Let's see with SAM3, let's say tripod. look, this is pretty impressive. This I don't know how else to describe how impressive this is, and we're doing this live. That's the most amazing thing. We're doing this live. Tripod. Okay, let me SAM3 working. Let's commit this change right here. Chat, I have to say I'm very, very happy about how this live went. We built so much in this short time. I mean, yeah, it's very impressive, Taxivader, like very impressive what this model can achieve. That's why we do it in, we use it for annotation, because it can detect anything, but it's not optimal. So we train our models with the annotation from SAM3, and then we can have a more optimized model. Can you try to do this for AC? Yes, let's try. I'm pretty sure it will work very well. So if I have AC, okay, I don't know if it, maybe I should write air, okay, I thought I should write air conditioner. Look, now AC, it's detecting the AC. How impressive is this? How impressive is this? I mean, I don't have almost any experience in computer vision, but it seems very impressive compared to what I'm doing and so in Reddit and other videos. But what if the background is blurred? Okay, it should work. You mean if to detect DSC, or also if it's blurred, or to blur the background and show only what we're detecting, not blurred? Oh yeah, Taxivader, like it's very impressive. Also, maybe what you saw on Reddit, on other things that you read, it's maybe it's a bit outdated. That's one of the problem now. It's things get outdated very quickly. I have a blog, computer vision blog. I've been sharing video and putting stuff for a few years. What's there, it's outdated. Even if it's 3 years ago, it's there are so many new models, there is so much. It's so hard to keep up with the rhythm. And that's one of the reasons why I'm building this platform also. Like, because if I have to teach you how to build something, I've been teaching how to build computer vision solutions with Python, but then what if 3 months later that one is not up to date anymore? First, you're getting something like videos or solutions that are out of date, and I have to record or like to find something again, or write a new documentation on how to use something. It's hard for me as a creator, as a teacher, to do that, but it's hard also for anyone who is using these solutions, because we have to stay up to date. So the idea is to have something, the bigger picture, the architecture, where you can have control, and then, because that's pretty much it's the same. So you have the input, it's from the camera. You have a model which detects, and then you want to have an output. You might have some tracking in the middle if you want the tracking, but that's it pretty much. So and then should be my work to update the model so that you can get the latest version without worrying about, okay, what's the latest version now? You just want object segmentation, and then latest version of object segmentation will be there. It is indeed super impressive stuff, people. Thank you. Yeah, it's impressive. Like, I mean, I'm also get impressed. Now I'm building the platform to integrate, but I'm impressed by what the model out there can achieve. It's just like, wow. And can this model knows the emotion of the human face? No. Well, actually, let's test. But I don't think so. There are specific models trained on the emotion. Now, I don't want to say no without testing. So let's test happy face. So let's see happy face, sad face. Let's see if it... No, probably. I don't know how to... No, okay. That's no, just the object. There are models to identify the emotions. So it will be some sort of hybrid system. They want to identify the emotions of a person. A system that will have a detector and a classifier. The detector will identify the face. So it will be like this, face. The detector will identify the face. And then there will be another module, another node right here. We go and add object. Actually, I don't have the classification, but I have to add object classification. So actually I have to add this. Thanks also for giving me these ideas. Request feature. Add object classification. Add object classification. So there will be detection, then there will be a node. I will put here detection, but there will be classification. This one will so this will identify the face. This will the face will be cropped, go to emotion classifier. Here we'll have the face, emotion classification. Are you happy, sad, and so on. And then we show everything on the screen. That's something that we can do also with this system. So when it's ready, when it's out, it will be something that you can build. Can this model know the emotion? Okay, no. Extracting text from an image, not with SUM-3 model. There are vision language model that can do that. I'm going to integrate also that. So you'll have input. You will have here the visual language model to extract the text, and then you will have the output. So much that can be done, it's impressive. You make it look easy, focus, thank you. Yeah, I'll do my best to make this look easy. So we're almost 2 hours of live. I'm enjoying this a lot, but I don't think I can go farther now. I'm getting tired. So I want to conclude here. Before concluding, I want to let you know that now VisoLabel software is out for download. There is a promotion until 22nd of June, $69 per year instead of $190 per year, because it's a new software just released. So I'm giving you this huge founder deal. You can test it for free if you want. So you can download VisoLabel and then you can buy it, or if you already saw and you know that you get what you want, you can already buy it from here. I want to thank you, everyone that has been watching the live today, and also if you're watching the live, the recorded of this live. I'm going to be live again next week. I'm going to make a post on YouTube about the specific date, because I don't know yet. I'm still quite busy with the launching and working on VisoLabel, so I have to find a balance, but I'm going to be live again, and I'm going to build this system live. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope to see you in the next live. Bye.